You know, everybody wants a quick fix, but that's not who we are.
How do we transition from a sickness treatment to a health promotion focus?
And nature is about cycles. It's about being in tune.
Our interest is in finding tools that you can grow in your backyard.
What does it mean to be sovereign or in control of oneself? And that is knowing right from wrong.
And that's why somehow, I'm sure, I decided after my PhD to really train myself in holistic health.
Nature doesn't have what human beings have. And nature seems to thrive and persist in spite of not having that knowledge. So are we trying to influence nature, or are we trying to get in tune with nature?
People in general, they know better than anybody else what's going on with them. So I would like there to be more attention paid to what those, let's call them patients, the human beings are actually saying when they go to a doctor, for example, with a complaint. Not just to be like, you have 10 minutes and I'll write your prescription. No, that's not healthcare. That's a business model that's failing.
My background is having a mother who was a nurse in an anti-cancer hospital for many years. And for her, cancer was just bad luck, basically. It just happens. And for me, it was so horrible to buy this story that things happen just by chance and you have no control whatsoever on your health. And that's why somehow, I'm sure, I decided after my PhD to really train myself in holistic health and understand what health actually means. And things don't happen by accident.
But there's this whole host of literature on cannabinoids also being anti-neoplastic, meaning they actually address shrinking the tumors. And they're far more safe than most of the chemotherapeutic drugs.
We're all like, I want the quick pill fix. You know, everybody wants a quick fix, but that's not who we are. Things will, they'll happen when they're ready to happen. You can't rush that.
That cure is what we need to aim for with everything, not chronic disease. So we have to relook at disease completely. Dis-ease means there's something out of balance and it needs to be corrected, not fostered with a lifelong schedule of drugs.
70% of our disease is driven by socioeconomic status, food choices, lifestyle choices. In many ways, we allow ourselves to become sick through our practices. But we can also be our own doctor and allow ourselves to be healthy. It's a choice.
Our interest is in finding tools that you can grow in your backyard because we believe the health that you need to take control over can only be managed by yourself. And if we can build a scientific community around better understanding how to breed those organisms, we can lower the cost of making drugs to every household. And that you can become truly sovereign with pharmacy, if you will.
The nature of this is experimenting, learning, constantly seeking new ways to produce your own food, allow you to be a little less dependent on the commercially processed products, and gradually getting to a place where you're more autonomous and you have a food supply that is closer to the land.
Yeah, it's made me more dedicated than ever to serve humanity because I think humans are wildly fascinating creatures. There's so much we don't know about our own existence.
I think the healthcare system in the future should take into consideration the ability of every single person on this planet to be a healer. We heal each other without even knowing. We should not define who is a healer and who is not. Every one of us are. We heal each other just by being there for each other. So I don't need to be a doctor to be a healer. And I think we need to reframe that each one of us have the potential to heal. And each one of us in ourselves need to understand that potential. As a doctor, I don't treat patients. I teach patients to treat themselves. So I don't come home and make sure you follow my instruction. You have to do it yourself.
And so when you get the intersection of all of these, of the mind, body, and soul, it's that central bit. I don't know if you can quite envision it, but that central bit that actually is ultimately sovereign. It's all of those three aspects coming together. And when we do that, we become great.
So we need to educate ourselves from sources outside of the general field, outside of the mainstream media, to actually discover what health is and how to actually be healthy our whole life, if possible. And it is possible.